So I've not made an Instagram, fucking YouTube. I've not made a YouTube video in a wee while, and I've spoke a few times about on my Instagram and stuff, YouTube videos. Why? That I'm at college actually. So I think it was around about March, February time this year that I wasn't making great money with PT, and I was really struggling with continuing on with my career path. And rather than kind of being like, that's not for me, kind of running away from it, I decided to go deeper down the rabbit hole that is the fitness industry and helping people. So I applied to go to college to do sports massage therapy, which I'm now doing. The just kicker is that I think it was like April or May when I got accepted. All of a sudden got really busy with PT, which is brilliant, but now I've been stressed in my head. So one thing I have struggled since about August with probably more September, is my workload. I am like a one egg, one basket type of guy. So it means for bodybuilding that's been easy for me to do since I was 16. The only major focus I've had is bodybuilding. And then when I started getting busy with PT this year, I've struggled a little bit, but not as much. Since starting PT, since starting college, my workload has went from like maybe 20 to 25 hours a week, if you include my training, and not being that busy with PT, to roughly around about 60 hours a week if you were to average out. That'll be spread from like PT, online coaching, all the admin I got to do for that, all the revision I got to do at home for assessments and stuff for college because it's internally assessed, and then however many hours I spend at college, I think it's just under 20. I think it's like maybe 18 or 15. Paired up with maybe 5 to 7 hours sleep Monday to Friday, just for being so busy. I have burnt myself out. This is the most I've ever felt burnt out ever in the history of being burnt out for me. To the extent my own bodybuilding has really taken a hit, and it never does take a hit. I've always been able to like auto-regulate my own training with however stressed I am to make sure I'm continually making progress. That's actually something I said to my friend Taylor when he asked what was changed this year in my off season, is the fact that I've been able to manage my stress a lot more, or rather being able to like kind of see it. The annoying thing is, because I've struggled with that, and this year I wouldn't say I've finally gotten over depression and dealt with dealing with anxiety, but I've finally been able to manage it so much better than I ever have. I don't like going into it because I don't like people thinking it's a cry for help, or that's like poor me, poor Kieran, blah 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 blah. But I'll go over it because just a lot of stuff I've read and a lot of people have been opening up to and speaking to, it's made me realise that the more people talk about it, the more it'll be less stigma. There will be less stigma around it. So here goes. So I've always struggled with anxiety from a pretty young age. I don't know why. I've just always overthought situations. I think it was end of 2017. It was a really tough year, just with some family stuff that kind of went on in regards to my father. And bodybuilding was the first time I'd prepped, and first time I had prepped where the prep went horribly wrong. I ended up getting liver failure at the end of it, and therefore had to take about a month off of training, like out the gym. Lost a lot of size. So in 2017, it was the first time I tried to commit suicide. Gladly, I failed. Ended up freaking out the next day, waking up I'm not going to go into the details of what I did because it's quite hard hitting, and no one really needs to know that. But I woke up in a big pile of sick the next morning, freaked out, and bailed down to my mother's house in Peebles for like 2 weeks straight, and just said I was ill and just needed taken care of. And from then on, I kind of pushed it away and didn't really deal with it. Thought I was better. Started prepping in May last year. And then at the end of that prep, throughout the prep, a couple of things happened to do with my family again. Some pretty hard hitting things that I used to think was just life, and life just happens, and that's what it is. You just get on with it. You don't moan. You don't fucking whinge. You crack on because life happens. You can't go in the past. Can't change anything. If it's happened, it's happened. And at the end of last year's prep, I think it was 6, maybe 4 weeks after, it hit me like a fucking freight train. Everything that I'd been through over the years, to the extent between mid-November 2018 and about mid-January 2019, as in this year, I tried to take my life 4 different times, 4 different occasions, and each time, three different times, and each time I did genuinely want to take my life. The biggest thing that got me over it was the fact that people relied on me. The 1 or 2 PT clients I had at the time, the biggest thing that would stop me was the fact that if I had to kill myself, they wouldn't have anyone to coach them. Stupid things like that. I think it was eventually watching A Star Is Born when I realised the kind of aftermath of when Bradley Cooper's character kills himself and he's successful. You see the aftermath of it on his brother and his wife and all his fans. That got me. That was the biggest thing, that kind of light bulb. So since then, I've taken it upon myself. I think there's someone that really close to me that has jokingly said, with his horrid sense of humour, that I'm hard to kill because even at myself, I can't. I'm hard to kill because I can't do it myself. And it's this constant thing that goes in my head. Every time I've had a bad day, I've just reminded myself, you're hard to kill. And it's this weird, ironic way I look at things. So since then, I've kind of taken it upon myself to anything I've set my mind on that I really want to achieve and really want to do, I'm going to do it relentlessly and not give up, because life's too fucking short. It is. And I think that's kind of where this all wraps into it, is the fact that I constantly see people saying they're going to do this and not following through. That's why I get pissed off when I've had clients in the past. Or even current clients, because I get some clients to do this. Or people, rather. Because not just clients. Saying they want to do X, Y, and Z, and they don't do it, and as well, but they're more than capable of doing it. Because, I mean, when I started PTing, I think I maybe was making £1,000 a month, if that, which is shit. Because once you take away rent, and once you take away bills and utilities and all that shit, you're left with like £300. And I mean, you can make more money doing like part-time work in a fucking... That's not weird. There we go. You can make more money in... Not that I'm knocking anyone just got like a lower job, but considering if you're self-employed and you're only making £1,000 a month, you're doing fucking shit. But I went from that to making maybe £900 a month, £700 a month in like January. Within like 3 months later, clearing £3,500. And that's not a brag about my money. That's not a brag about financial stability or anything like that, because I still stress about that. It's just I put my mind and my mental energy on my business. Finally, it's the first time I've ever done it. and it just everything clicked. Started getting more clients, started being more successful with clients, started being more successful in the gym. Everything just started clicking. So that's why I'm so stubborn on not giving up with this college thing, because it's not that I'm unable to do the work, it's just the lack of time I have. But if you say you're going to do something, just fucking follow it through. And lastly, the way that I'm going to try to wrap up this video, because whenever I make notes, and whenever I press record, I end up start babbling on, and it drives me fucking nuts. So I'll wrap this up in two ways. In terms of like the depression side of things, I've been there when I thought that the only way it was taking my life, that I thought the world would genuinely be a better place if I wasn't genuinely being there. I've been there way too many times to count. I've only tried to take my life 4 times. But I've had that thought more than 5 times. 4 times. And a client or someone that was very, very close to me since he started working with me when I was 19 and now I'm 23. It just reminded me over and over and over and over and over again, it'll get better. Eventually the work you're doing will pay off. It might end up paying off 5 years down the line, 6 years down the line, but it'll pay off. One day everything will come to fruition, and you'll reap the rewards of your work, the fruits of your labour. And it couldn't be more true. Genuinely couldn't be more true, because I have worked my fucking butt off with personal training, with bodybuilding, since I was about 19 with PT. And it just feels like this year, everything's kind of like, I finally gotten to like 10 steps away from the light at the end of the tunnel. So if you're struggling, if you watch this and you're struggling with depression, you're struggling with anxiety, don't give up. It's hard to believe that, I know, because when people have said that to me, when I've been depressed, when I've been filled with anxiety, it's hard to be like, yeah, sweet, I'll just keep going. It's genuinely very hard when you're in it, but it does get better. Like, it's like anything, for something to come up, it must come down. For something to go down, it must come up. It's just the way the world is. It does eventually like balance out. And I won't lie, I won't say I don't have any bad days now. Get notifications like a motherfucker. I wouldn't say I don't get any bad days, because I do. I still get bad days. I still get days when I'm filled with anxiety, when I feel like, fuck doing this shit, fuck it, and run away. But there are too many things in life to miss out on, or that you'll miss out on, if you just go within and stay within you don't talk. And if you don't get out there, the world is filled with lovely people and loving people. And if you don't have any in your life, get some. It's easier said than done. I've had people that are never meant to give up on you, people that are never meant to drop the ball on you, fail me more times than one. But the people that have been there for me, they're still there, and they'll be there through thick and thin, always, because that's why they're there. Because they know I'd do the same for them. In terms of bodybuilding and personal training and everything like that, staying accountable with college and work and bodybuilding for myself is such a thing it like keeps me at peace. So at peace makes me sound like I'm dead. Keeps me centered. It sounds very white girl, but it keeps me like level, keeps me grounded. It's a better word. Keeps me grounded. Because when I stay accountable with my training, with my taking progress pictures, every time I check in with Coach Andy, it's not just like a front side pose that a lot of my clients do. It's like the 4 quarter turns and 6 to 8 mandatory poses. If you know bodybuilding, you know what I'm talking about. Keep accountable. Because one of my biggest critiques every time I've competed was that my presentation was bad, that my lack of midsection control was bad, and it's because I never practiced all the poses. And every pose from the side, it was the side relaxed ones and your side chest and side tricep ones that I would lose that midsection control. So that's why I stay accountable. Same with my meals. I make sure if I miss a meal, I make sure I get enough calories to negate that. So I'm never under eating, because with my body, it's not about getting fat, it's about getting enough food in to not get smaller. Just staying accountable, making sure I'm staying on top of all my college work, which there's a fuck ton. This is just me taking a break from it. I don't want this video to sound really depressing and sad, because it's not meant to be. But like, life is too short to just, and you see this all the time from like these like people that are famous on Instagram, YouTube, with motivational speakers like David Goggins and like Gary Vee, fucking Les Brown, Eric the Hip Hop Preacher, Andy Frisella, I think that's what you name. And it's hard to, I find it like they motivate the fuck out of me, but it's hard to kind of get on the path they're on about, because they aren't talking about when they were going through it. They're talking like 10, 15 years after, when they're already successful. And like, I still go through it. Like, all this happened within 10 months. I've been making this video. So, I guess because it's still fresh, some people might be able to relate a little bit more to me. But life is way too fucking short to waste your time with people that don't, like, without sounding cringy, with people that don't set your life on fucking fire in a good way. If you got your friends are people that bring you down, if you're dating someone that brings you down, if you're working a job that brings you down, when you hate going to, and the thought of going to that job like boils your blood and just makes you upset, go find another fucking job. We are in a day and age now where we can create our own income. If you want to do OnlyFans and sell photos of your butt online, do that. If you want to start a podcast talking about fucking Pokemon cards, do that. Doesn't mean it's going to be paying you hundreds and thousands of dollars straight away, but do that. Whatever is your passion, focus on that. Hone in on it. Do it. Because life's too fucking short. And that's what annoys me with like issues I've had with my parents, is that they've never understood how far I can go with what I'm doing. But I'm in an industry now where like you don't even have to compete now to be pulling in like 6-7 figures, and that's just from Instagram and YouTube. So if you love something, chase it, obsess over it, make that your whole fucking life, to the extent that like you lose touch of people that aren't on the same path, or they don't respect it and they're not for it. If someone's against you doing something so positive in your life, filled with passion, get them the fuck out of your life. They don't deserve to be there. If they're not going to be there when it's shit, don't deserve to be there when it's good. And same goes for fucking anything. So chase your goals, chase your dreams. If you achieve it, dream fucking bigger. If you achieve that, keep dreaming bigger till it's so big it scares the fuck out of you. And the biggest stress you have is that you won't achieve it, not that you will achieve it. No one messaged me asking them if I'm okay, because I'm not. Because I am. I'm not depressed. I'm talking, being reflective. Last time I did a post about my depression and anxiety. A lot of people messaged me, which is lovely. But I am okay. I hate people worrying about me. Back to college work. Peace out.